Hey y'all, happy Saturday. How y'all doing today? It is, oh wow, 10 minutes after 1 is lunchtime slash breakfast time. Moving a little slow this morning or this afternoon, but that's okay. When you work all week, you can do that. As you can see, I'm back in the kitchen. And what we making today? Y'all gonna say, ugh. But that's all right. My mama called them salmon croquettes, but come to find out she was using macros. Yeah, but that's okay. You can use salmon or you can use macro. I like macros and I like salmon. But today we're gonna use this because I'm going for the omega-3 fatty acids. It's powerful in this. It's like a buster, yeah. So we're gonna make these and we'll be chewing on these all day until they go. Okay, so what I'm having with it is some rice. I got the rice on the stove, boiling, and I found watching a couple of YouTube videos, people make their stuff different. Now with the macros, it do have a, let me pick it out, let me show you. It do have bone in it, but this is where your omega-3s is at. Your body need it. So we just gonna dump all that in a bowl. I have my onions and bell pepper cut up. I do put an egg, 1 egg per can. Let me stir up my rice. I'm cooking 3 cups of rice, white rice that is. Let me make sure it's getting to the right consistency, what y'all say. Anyway, I do apologize. I can't aim you down at the stove because this tripod that I'm using, the clamp, it don't have that rubber edge on it, so my phone be falling off. But this how they look in the bowl. Let's get a fork, chop it up, and you know you ain't gotta worry about the bones because the bones are like, it's like gristle. So it'll break up real easy, and then when you eat it, you just think you know eating on some cornmeal or something. So that's one thing I didn't get out was my cornmeal. So wait a minute. Let me get my cornmeal. Where's the... Sorry for the blanket walking away. I'm gonna use this. This is a flour, more of a flour blend, and it is not seasoned. So I'm gonna use this, and then I'm also still add a little cornmeal. So hold on for a second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I had you on pause. I had to get to that rice because I don't like it rice to stick. So this is what I'm starting to do. I'm starting to break it up. And I keep you in a loop. Some people like them and some people don't. This is an old, I think, Southern recipe. Yep. I normally put my gloves on. Let me get a glove. You put a glove on, or you can use your hands or whatever. Your hand is your best utensil. So let me get a glove. Okay, got my glove on. And so you break it up with your hand. You can break it up fine. Let me see, can I bring it a little closer to me? Break it up a little fine, and I have my onions, my bell pepper already chopped up. I'm gonna add my egg. Okay. I'm adding the egg. Make sure no eggshells go in there. Okay, mixing it up. Roll up them sleeves. And like I said, people make theirs different. I seen one girl, she just used flour. And she used salmon. Okay, adding my bell peppers. Adding the onion. See, onion and bell pepper. I like mine loaded like that. And how y'all eat y'all's? How you eat your rice? Is it buttered rice? Is it gravy and rice? Is it some people put chicken bouillon in their rice? But y'all, I like mine with butter and sugar. When I make these, oh yeah. Butter and sugar, baby. Butter and sugar. Okay, I got that all mixed up. Let me show you. Got it all mixed up. And it kind of puts your mind a tuna fish, but it's much, the smell is much stronger. So, let me get a spoon. Excuse my reach. I'm gonna add some cornmeal. Sorry I don't measure. I got these little tiny soup spoons. Compliment of my niece. Yep, and one and a half of those. Okay. And since I'm using this what is this? This Louisiana fish fry, since I'm using that, I don't have to add flour. This is a half a cup. You use your own discretion. You don't want it dry. Okay? You don't want it dry. Because if you make it too dry, I don't know. I don't want it too dry. I'm going to show it to you. As long as I mix it up. Have your skillet ready. Drink some iced coffee. If you have it too dry, it's going to fall apart on you. And if you, it all depends on how big you make your patties. You probably can get about 6 to 8 patties out of here. If it be too dry on you, just add another egg. So I add 2 cans of mackerels, 2 eggs, onions, bell pepper. You use your own discretion how much you like in your food. I use the Louisiana fish fry, and I use I would say about 3 tablespoons of cornmeal. This one here, paper. Then I'm gonna use my all-time favorite, my natural seasoning. People put a lot of garlic powder, onion powder, stuff in theirs. Let me get my stove on. Get the grease fried. Yep. I just figured, you know, I wanted it for breakfast, but I just laid around in the bed. Didn't have to get up and do nothing on this Saturday, and I loved it. So I just laid around in the bed. I'm watching Tubi TV, and I'm watching the old episodes of V. Y'all remember that? I think it came on back in the 80s or the 90s. Yep, they done redid it, y'all. They got, what's the man's name? Morris Chestnut in there. And he's an alien, y'all. And he's helping the people go against them. Now, I would like to taste this, but it got raw eggs in it. You ain't supposed to eat raw eggs, but me, I taste my food. Not a lot. That's a very little. Yep. You don't want it to be salty. And you just make it into a patty, to a ball, pat it out and fry it. That's all you do. So, my towel, I done turned it all the way around. My towel. So I'm gonna clean up some of this mess and I'll be back. Time to start frying. Yep. And remember, this got moisture in it. So expect for a sizzle. It's nice and hot. Definitely have to get out of here. You may lose an onion or two, but that's okay. What I do with mine, when my grease is real hot, I lay it on the spatula. Then I slide it in there. I ain't trying to get popped. They'll bake like little medium burger size. Carry that onion down in there so you won't lose it. If you make them medium, you should get about 4 or 5 in your skillet. If your skillet is a nice size. Like I said, this is like an old southern meal. Mama had a whole bunch of kids, need to feed them. Yep. I could have put some more flour in here because it's really moist. Just add some more flour. I got 4 in there. I'm gonna make small ones, like some small ones. And, I can get 6 in the skillet. Yeah, no, 5 in the skillet. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna show you. Mama gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Like I said, I have to be careful of this tripod. Let me wash my hands. Ooh, hot. Hot. Okay, I'm gonna lean you over. So you can see, hope you don't fall. Let me bag up. See there? Pot of rice. Mackerel patties. Yep, you just fry them until they golden brown. Get you some butter in that rice, some sugar, and you have a meal. Yep. And if you cook enough of them, you can save them for the next day for breakfast. And you know, some people, you eat leftovers. Quit playing like you don't eat no leftovers. You better start eating leftovers with the high cost of food. Maybe a dozen eggs, $8. You better eat all the leftovers you can get, boo. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Quit acting like you're bougie. And stay out them restaurants, y'all. Because the money you spending on them restaurant meals, you can buy you some groceries. Stock up. Yeah, girl. You do like a restaurant every now and then. You know, if you want to treat yourself, buy you some groceries. Introduce yourself to your stove, girl. I tell you, that joke works wonders, honey. You can create a masterpiece. My son made some barbecue the other day. He barbecued, and we had potato salad and baked beans. Let me serve a notice on y'all. If my son don't know how to do nothing else, you know how to barbecue. And I ain't saying that just because he's standing over there. That barbecue was off the chain. Let me tell you, when I get off of work, I try to eat a little small, simple meal. But when he barbecued, baby, I had 2 helpings. Yeah, and the next day for leftovers, 2 helpings again. We smashed it, honey. Ain't nobody playing with no food. Ain't nobody playing with no food, girl. I'm going to turn them over, then I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to get off to him and let you go and do what you got to do for today. Ooh, they look pretty. They're pretty up in there, girl. That's what you're talking about, good cooking. Or have some good eating. And you know, you can make you some biscuits, girl. If you don't like sugar and rice, make you some biscuits, put some butter on them biscuits, and put some syrup. That's how people cook. That's how they ate in the South. Let me show you what they look like. Nice golden brown. Whoa. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna throw the cans away. Mackerel, salmon come in them cans too. If you don't like the mackerel, like I said, I do buy the salmon. Okay, 1 egg per can. If you wanna stand up there and pick them little bones out, that's on you. But the bones have a lot of the vitamin in it. Okay, so like I said, when you chop it up, you don't even see them. See, let me show you. You don't see them bones. They gristle. You don't see it. That's meat right there. You don't see them bones, and you don't taste it neither. You don't taste it at all. And this is a good source of omega-3 fatty acids and your vitamin E. Yeah. And then, you can take this and you take it and saute them. If you don't want to make no patty, you can saute them in like a little butter and put a little seasoning on. You can sprinkle it over your salads. Yep, there's many ways to make a meal. Like I said, 2 cans, or it all depends on how big your family is. An egg per can. Onions, bell pepper, whatever your season preference is. Go light because you don't want them to be salty. A tablespoon and a half of cornmeal. Some people like to use flour, but you just want it to bind together like a burger. Okay, that's why you add your cornmeal, your flour. Like I use the Louisiana fish fry mix. So hey, that's all you gotta do. Figure it out. Figure it out. And then you have you some good eating, girl. So let me tell you something. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to put these in the pan and finish cooking this up. And I'm going to be able to sit down and I'm going to be able to grub for the rest of my Saturday. And I'm going to see you in another video later, babies.